Welcome to Moraine Hills State Park. Good morning, everybody. I am coming to you today from the city of McHenry, Illinois, at the Moraine Hills State Park. It is at this location where they have 3 separate loop trails to ride, and then there's a couple connector trails we're going to check out. The first trail we're going to ride is called the Leatherleaf Bog Trail. For bikes, we're supposed to ride it counterclockwise. It's this loop right here. I'm not exactly sure how long it is, but it's just a loop and it'll take us right back to the parking lot here. From this location, as you can see, they have restrooms over here. They also have a soda machine there, which is good, vending machine. A little playground here. They have a parking lot. There are a bunch of different parking lots here at Moraine Hills State Park, so I parked in the one that's absolutely at the end. So I have not ridden these trails for a couple years. I think the last time I was out here was 2020. If I remember correctly, the first trails that I put up on this channel were from the Moraine Hills State Park. So I'm going to refresh those videos with telemetry and music. And I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time today because the grandkids are coming over a little later. So I decided to check out something that was in the McHenry area. So let's check this trail out. So they do have signage to let you know if you're riding the wrong way. Like I said, they definitely want bikes to go separately from the walker's direction. So if you're riding and you come across one of these signs, you are definitely going the wrong way. Go ahead and turn around and do the loop the other way. There's a nice little hill back there. Okay, just a quick stop here. This is the way we came up. The trail continues on this way for us. I just noticed they had a nice sign here, in case you were wondering about the Leatherleaf Bog. Okay, so we are at Junction B currently. We're going to continue on the Leatherleaf bog loop going this way, but you should know that their loops interconnect with other loops here. So technically you could be riding on part of two loops at the same time before they split off again. Okay, so we made it to Junction A here. The other trail, it looks like the signage was red, goes this way here. The blue trail, which is the one we're on right now, we're going to follow it this way. We're really close to where we started in Northern Woods. In fact, from here you can see where the restroom is and some cars parked over there. Okay, so that's it for the Leatherleaf Bog Trail. That's this one over here. As you can see, this is the Lake Defiance loop right here. And between Junction A and B, they share the same trail and then they branch off from each other. So this Leatherleaf Bog Trail was about 3.2 miles. The signage shows it as the Blue Trail or the Blue Loop. So just also be aware of that. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do the Lake Defiance loop. My notes say we have to do that clockwise, so we're gonna come around this way up until we get to Junction C here. And then we're gonna do this loop here. We're gonna stop by and see the McHenry Dam and then make our way back and then continue on the rest of the trail back to the car. Alrighty, so we're at the Northern Woods Junction. So the trail is in fact one way here, so we're going to be heading this way. Looks like the red loop is 3.73 miles. Again, we're going to branch off to see McHenry Dam and then get back on it. They do have signs again to indicate that bikes are going the wrong way. If you're walking, you could go in any direction you like. And then this is the Northern Woods parking lot here where we parked. So this would be the junction for us to get back to the car. Okay, so this is the park office over here. Looks like they rent boats and very specifically says no bicycles. I'm going to see how far I could get around this area to see what it looks like. I've never actually been over to the park office. There's Lake Defiance back there. I can see people in kayaks over there. The sign here says authorized vehicles only. I'm just gonna ride down there just to see what I can see. I'd like to get a shot of the water and then turn around and come back. Well, they say no bicycles, so I want to come up here and see what the park office actually looks like. Good view up here. So that guy was very cool, showed me all around. They have that beehive where they actually sell the honey from it here, which supports the park. Very cool. Okay, we got ourselves a state park map. It looks like they have all of the bike trails included here. The sign is not here currently, but this is a side path to another parking area, and I have it noted here on my map, so I'm just going to go down there and check it out, see what it looks like, and then come right back here. Okay, so this little connector path looks like it's here to connect the residents of this area here to the state park without having to go through the main entrance. We're at the corner of Lily Lake Road and Wagner Road. Okay, figured I'd check out the parking lot to see what we got here. It's a nice loop with a little playground in the middle, picnic tables, barbecues, restroom here. Okay, so that was a nice little side path. If you're looking to extend your ride, you could definitely ride that side path like I did. And now let's continue the Lake Defiance loop. Okay, so we got a nice little lookout area here. So yesterday I received a comment on my Fox River Trail video from September of last year. Gregory here wanted me to post a close-up of my Door County hat. So that's what the hat looks like, Gregory. There's nothing on the back or anything. But yeah, we got it when we were in Door County, which if you haven't been to Door County, it's an awesome area to explore. And there's some bike paths up there too. Okay, so here's Pine Hills Junction. They got restrooms here. Looks like a sheltered area to eat and a parking lot here right off the main park road. Okay, Kettle Woods Junction here, which is this way over here. So I'm just gonna ride down there to see. I imagine it just goes to a parking lot, but let's check that out. So you definitely don't need to park in the parking lot that I parked at here because as I suspected, the Kettle Woods Junction is just a short path to that parking lot. Kettle Woods, if I recall, is closer to the front of the park. The parking lot that I used was at the very, very back of the park. Okay, so I believe we're at the very front of the park right now. I believe this is River Road right here. Pike Marsh Junction here is a side path. So let's just go check out that path and see where it goes. Okay, so it comes out at the main park road here, Pike Marsh. There are restrooms, playgrounds. Looks like I see some picnic tables there. There's a big parking lot. Down this way, there's another side path, so we're gonna ride down that and see where that goes. Okay, so we are at the very front of the park here. There is a side trail here. According to this sign, the trail ends in 1 mile. So we're gonna venture off 1 mile this way just to see where it ends. So this is where this trail currently ends. I'd love to see it extended further. Looks like most of it follows the ComEd right-of-way here. You could actually hear the buzzing in the high-tension power lines here. Okay, so the gravel parking lot here definitely looks like it's not parked in very often. They do have a standalone handicap parking spot here with the concrete slab. But that is it for this trail here. I don't know if this trail has a name, but if I got to name it, I would call it the Grasshopper Trail because there was that section. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it on the time warp, but I went past at least a couple hundred grasshoppers, all jumping as soon as I got close. But I asked the guy who's walking his dog if this just goes out to the road. He said yes, so I want to check it out. So we'll just go see what it looks like and then get back on this trail and start heading back to the state park. Okay, I was hoping to find a sign. So it looks like it's a hunting zone C parking area. Vehicles can currently get in. Okay, so that side path wasn't very long, but I liked it. I definitely liked the condition of it. If you are going to be riding around Moraine Hills and checking out all the trails here, you could definitely extend your ride just by heading back this way. That'll add a couple miles to your total. Okay, so we made it back to the entrance here at Moraine Hills State Park. As always, when given an opportunity, let's take a moment to recognize Old Glory, waving in the breeze, as she should. Okay, so we're gonna hop on that side trail and get back onto the red loop. Now, the paved portion of the trail actually continues this way. I'll put up a video just to show you what it looks like. But it does actually go right next to the trail that we're gonna be on, so we'll meet up with it in a bit. Okay, so we're back at the Pike Marsh Junction here. We just came from this way over here. We're gonna be heading and curving over this way. Okay, so that trail that I had mentioned, if you were to keep going, the two paths here are right next to each other. So it's at this point where you have a choice. You could continue the state park trails. Very shortly after this, you're gonna hit the junction where you could split off from the red loop and get onto the yellow loop. That way you could go see McHenry Dam. If you were to take the path on the left, you can make your way to a bridge that crosses the Fox River. So I'm gonna do that right now just to show you what that looks like. Okay, so before we make our way down the hill here, I just wanted to give you guys a quick map update. So the side path that we're on that's not connected to the main three loops at Moraine Hills State Park makes its way basically right next to River Road, and then it crosses the Fox River on a bridge. That way you could get a good glimpse of the bridge here. But this side path is sandwiched between the Leatherleaf bog path over here, that's the blue loop, and the yellow loop right here. So just to give you guys a perspective as to where the side path is. Okay, so this is the Fox River. We're right off of Charles J. Miller Road here. That's the road we just crossed. A little further down, it turns into Bull Valley Road. Incidentally, Bull Valley Road intersects with the Prairie Trail. So we're not incredibly far from the Prairie Trail at this point, although it's not connected. There's really no way to do it without riding on the street. That's one of those things I'd really like McHenry County to finish. So if I remember correctly, the bike path here ends at 31. I think we have to cross the street somewhere to the other side, and then it makes its way down to 31. So since I'm this far, I might as well show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so this, I believe, is where it ends currently. There's Bull Valley Road and 31, although this sign says Charles J. Miller Road. So back over this way, there's a couple of restaurants here I see. They got Great Clips, a liquor store, and a BP gas station. But you can see on the map here, so we're right over here, the blue triangle. The Prairie Trail is right up here. So it's only this little bit that there's no trail. In front of, I believe it's a funeral home, there's a little trail that was created there, but the rest of it, it looks like there is no trail. Okay, so welcome to the Prairie Trail. As you saw, I did decide to check it out and just see what the stretch looked like, where the trail ended and where Bull Valley Road intersects with the Prairie Trail. So if you are unfamiliar with the Prairie Trail, if you make your way south this way, it ends in Algonquin, where it connects to mile marker 0 of the Fox River Trail, and you could take that all the way to Oswego. If you were to head north here on the Prairie Trail, it gets you basically all the way to Wisconsin, Genoa City, Wisconsin. So as I've mentioned before, I am not a big fan of riding on roads that are like 45 miles per hour and up. Unfortunately, this is one of those. If I wanted to ride on a road like this, I would just ride on my motorcycle and command the entire lane. But I did read at some point that they are going to eventually connect 31 by trail all the way to the Prairie Trail over here. So when that happens, that'll be great. People on the Prairie Trail will then have access to Moraine Hills State Park and vice versa. So at this point, all that's left for me to do here is just ride on the street until I make it back to 31. I'm gonna have to cross there, get back on the trail, and then start making my way back to the state park. Okay, so we are back here at Moraine Hills State Park, right by this Wetland Enhancement Project sign. So if you recall, before we veered off and explored by the river and made our way all the way to the Prairie Trail, we stopped here. So now we're back in the same location. Instead of going off to the left the way we did, we're going to go to the right. We're going to take that to an intersection of trails, at which point we're going to veer off the red loop and go on the yellow loop. That's, I believe, the Fox River Loop, and that'll take us to McHenry Dam. Okay, so we are at Junction C here. You could make your way to the River Road Trail. That's what we were just on. We were heading this way. We went back to that intersection over there. So Junction C here looks like Junction A and B, which we already saw that way. It looks like we're 1.33 miles to Northern Woods. That's where we parked. 1.5 miles to the park office. So we are going to head down this way here. It looks like concessions, restrooms, 1.2 miles away. Junction D is in 1/4 mile. McHenry Dam 1.16 miles. And it's two-way traffic here. So we're going to go under River Road to make our way to that yellow loop. And we are here, and this is what we're going to do right here, and then come right back to here and then finish off the red loop, and we're done. Okay, so this is Junction D here, and again there's a sign over this way that's showing that they definitely don't want you to ride the bikes in that direction, so we're going to head this way over here. Okay, so I pulled over at a Scenic Overlook. Here's the yellow loop that we're doing right now. We're over here. We're very close to where the access point is to get to McHenry Dam. And then just get to finish up this loop, make our way on the other side of River Road. Let's check out the actual Scenic Overlook here. Okay, so just after that Scenic Overlook, we're right at McHenry Dam Junction here. The yellow loop continues off this way, but we're going to take this side path to the dam, which is somewhere over here. So this is McHenry Dam, and there's a lock over this way here. So if you're on a boat on the Fox River, you could go through the lock up here and make your way to the chain of lakes. I should mention that once you make your way to McHenry Dam, they do have a big parking lot here, so I mean technically you could start this entire ride from here. They have a concession stand here. You got live bait and tackle, some ice cream, stuff like that, snacks. Looks like they have a couple soda machines, lots of picnic tables. Okay, so we're back at the McHenry Dam Junction here. So again, the dam was that way, and we're just going to continue heading this way. If you forget which way you came from, they definitely make it clear with the wrong way bicycle signs. Okay, so the yellow loop continues this way, but looks like there's a black Tern Marsh viewing platform this way. So we're just gonna, that's what it looks like on the map there. So we're just gonna check that out. Okay, we're back at Junction D here. That's it for the yellow loop. So the way back to the red trail is this way here, so that's where we're headed. Okay, so we're back at Junction C now. This would be the way back to the River Road Trail. This is the way we came previously, and the signs indicating wrong way actually help with that. But we are going to finish off the red loop headed this way and make our way back to Northern Woods. Okay, so we're back at Junction B here. So this here is the blue loop. What we're on is the red loop. So starting here at Junction B, heading to Junction A, it's both loops at the same time. Okay, we're back at Junction A. So again, this is where the blue loop splits off this way, the red loop splits off this way. Where we're going is over this way over here, so either way will get you back to Northern Woods, though we already did that way before, so we're just going to head this way to finish off the red loop. All right, so we're back at Northern Woods Junction here. So at this point, we've completely finished off the blue loop, the red loop, and the yellow loop here at Moraine Hills State Park. Let's make our way back to the car. So like I said earlier, it's been a while, definitely over a year since I've last ridden in Moraine Hills State Park. So it was nice checking this out again. The trails are really nice. They're kept up really well. The fact that they all go one way for bikes is not as confusing as it sounds because they have signage all over the place indicating if you're going the wrong way. So the bike says my total was 23.3 miles. So that includes making it all the way down to the Prairie Trail. So if you decided to stay within the confines of the trails and the side trails here, you could definitely get just over 20 miles. So it's definitely worth coming out and checking out. So let me know what you think of this trail in the comments below. If you've ridden this trail and you have a favorite spot, definitely let me know where that favorite spot is, because we'll definitely be coming back here. And as always, if you guys enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. All right, so that's all I got today from Moraine Hills State Park. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.